Good evening, guys. So today we are going to discuss about vCenter introduction part 2. Yesterday, what we have seen? What we had seen yesterday?
Installation, deployment.
So yesterday installation is nothing but deployment. Okay. So installation and configuration. How to set up a vCenter we have seen, right? So how just I had taken small example stating that we have two ESXis which are already installed on top of the forward servers, right? So let me make a drawing for you people. And this is the server. And this is another Dell server. On top of that, we have installed ESXi 1 and another ESXi also we have installed. So here we just used here we just used our computer to access this environment, and here we run VMware vCenter server appliances 6.7 installer. Why we ran this in our computer? From our computer only we are going to access the infrastructure, right? So that's why. So from here we we ran this installer, and we set up a target one of the ESXi, and here we deployed the ESXi. Yeah, we deployed the VM. Which VM we deployed? vCenter VM. It will be somewhere in our infrastructure only, guys, as I told you. But we will automatically, it will deploy from the vCSA installer. Okay, this is a vCenter. Okay, so once we installed, we will get some link, right? That to logging into the vCenter, right? I'm just mentioning some dot. Okay, so I just mentioned some IP. So here we will get some any IP, right? I'm just mentioning one of the IP. So with this IP or with this vCenter name, okay, or FQDN. FQDN means I told you guys already, fully qualified domain name of the vCenter. Okay, fully qualified domain name of the vCenter. So with this IP, we will log, right? So if you will open our vCenter, this is the vCenter, guys, from our see, if you wanted to do the best practice, see here, there will be an option, go to full screen. Just go to full screen, you will get a clear vCenter view, as you can see. So let me just zoom in. Yeah. See, this is the vCenter, guys. Okay. This is the vCenter. And as I told you, down we will create one data center. So as I told you, initial setup, guys, you will not get an opportunity. If you are in US, Michigan, or some Mexico, you will mention some, not Mexico. Mexico is another country, I'm sorry. Washington, DC, W, Washington, DC. I just mentioned like this. Okay, I just created. See, I created another data center. So here I will create a cluster. As I told you guys, cluster is nothing but grouping of the ESXi's. Okay, so you can do this practice test. So this DRSHA we are going to discuss in next class. Now I'm just creating the ESXi cluster. I just finished. See, where it is. Yeah. See, test cluster. Cluster is nothing but if you click on any one of the ESXi, under the summary, you will see one CPU picture. That is called ESXi or host. If you click on cluster symbol, you will see the three CPU pictures. That is called cluster. Okay, here nothing is there. What I'm going to do, I will add this ESXi3. You can do the same practice, guys. You can do the same practice. I'll just copy and I'll see how to add host. See, once you are started deploying the entire infrastructure, as I told you, once the vCenter is deployed, you need to add the ESXi's one by one, right? So you have to click under cluster and you have to click add host. You will get like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add ESXi 3 since it is not a part of vCenter. Okay, see, I just added. So the ESXi, yeah, just a minute. Let me make it big. Is it visible, right? It's visible, right? Guys? Kanvistunda? Please respond. Don't be quiet. So ESXi, you guys know ESXi password is root. Username is root, password. So like that, you can add multiple ESXi's, guys. Okay. So I just added one ESXi. I'm just clicking. This one I'll just close. Just add. See, ESXi. Just click next. Just click. Finish. See, ESXi added under the test cluster. Added or not? If you're going to test cluster, under the host, you can see the ESXi. If I'll click, if I'll elaborate, I can see the ESXi. See, the ESXi is there. So this is how we will create the vCenter. And once we had created the vCenter, then the next step is to deploy the data center and we need to create the cluster. Under the cluster, as per the plan, we need to add one by one ESXs. This is the one which I created now. In the same way, you guys can do the practice. Okay, and now we have the real-time cluster with the region A1 and we have two ESXi's. You guys know that these ESXi's we can logging into this ESXi separately also, right? We can, right? But here, if you have more than 20-30 ESXi's, if you are adding into this vCenter, easily you can see, you can manage. If you wanted to create a VMs, for an example, if you wanted to create a VM on ESXi2, just right click on it and deploy a new virtual machine. See, it's very simple. How you are creating a uh, VM through ESXi. The same way you will do it here also. Very simple. As I told you, ISKC. We have two type of storages, right? ISKC and FC. Here you can see ISKC and NFS. NFS is not required. Just select the ISKC and just create a new VM. See, I'm just creating test VM, right? I'm just going to take 1 GB and this one, right? Okay. And while creating the VM under the network, it should be VM network, remember. Finish. See, I created VM. Under this ESXi2, you can see test VM. I hope it's clear, right, for you guys? I'm asking you. Please respond. Don't be quiet.
Yes.
Again, I'm telling, if you guys are not responding, I will not tell. I will not continue. Okay. And now, today class, we are going to discuss about a very, very important topic that is called management agents. What? Management agents. So you guys are seeing that we have the vCenter, we have the ESXi, right? So if you wanted to access the vCenter, how you will access from here, from your computer, you will open any one of the browser. So from here, you will you will access this vCenter. So once these ESXi's are added to this vCenter, you can able to see these recent ESXi's along with the virtual machines which are running on these ESXi's. How it is happening? That is what we are going to do. As I told you, we have VC. Okay. So down we have, let me erase it. Let me ESXi 1 and ESXi 2. Okay. So for an example, we have two ESXi's. We are logging into this vCenter, and how this vCenter is communicating with this ESXi's. This is completely background, guys. You can't see. You have to understand the backend process. It's very important. Okay. So in interview, they will ask you what is the vCenter agent. We can call it as an agent. We can call it as a service. Okay. So the vCenter agent or service we used to call vpxd. And the ESXi agent or service called host D. If you have two ESXi's, two host Ds will be there. And we are logging into the vCenter and we are seeing the ESX. If you wanted to create a new virtual machine on one of the ESXi, you will right click on the ESXi and you will get it, the option, right? So how it is happening? So in between this vCenter and ESXi, there will be another mediator service that is called vpxa. This one we can call it as a VC mini agent. Clear? These namings, these no full form for these agent names. So in interview, they will ask you, what is the vpxd? So vpxd is nothing but it's a vCenter service. If the vCenter service is not working, probably you cannot logging into the vCenter. If this, service is not working, if this agent is not working, you can't log into the vCenter. Okay. If the hostd is not working, if the hostd agent is not working, probably you can't logging into this ESXi, and this ESXi shows like not responding. I will show you now. And the vpxa is nothing but it's a mediator. See, nowadays we are doing online shopping in e-commerce. It could be Amazon or Myntra, any one of the e-commerce. So you are a customer and you are going to place an order. And probably the Myntra people will confirm the order, and who will deliver to us? There is a mediator, right? Courier boy or delivery boy, who is the mediator between company and customer. Like that here, if you wanted to do any activity on the ESXi through vCenter, the input and output between the vCenter and ESXi, the communication will go ahead with the help of vpxa. If this vpxa is not working, once you logging into this vCenter, this ESXi looks like not responding. I will show you live. Shall I? You guys are with me?
Yes.
Yeah. See? Just a minute. Please, guys, just respond. Huh? Don't be quiet. Let me clear this all stuff. See, I will show you like regarding this real-time scenarios. I will show in depth. Now I will show you how to access this ESXi through SSH. See, to access the computer, two ways are there. Okay, we have two ways. One is GUI. This is called graphical user interface, which I am doing now. See, if I wanted to logging into this ESXi, what I will do, I will just copy this and I will just paste it here and I will enter. Sorry. Tick. I got the login. If I want, I can access the same ESXi. Here also same ESXi through vCenter. This is separate. See, right? So this is a graphical user interface. Graphically, we will access the vCenter and ESXi. Another one is there. That is called CLI. CLI. This is called command line interface. Okay. So to access these ESXi's, we will use the application called Putty. The application called Putty. How it looks like, I will show you. See, this is the Putty application. Simple. Here we will enter the ESXi or vCenter IP and you will click on open. So it will ask the username and password. Then we will get the command line interface. But here, this lab environment, they deployed on Mac OS. So we will use terminal. This is also one of the SSH client to access the ESXi's. We will use this one. In real time, we will not use. Okay. But here, how I am going to use? It's very simple. Already I logged in also. You will not use this process in real time, but I will show you during the real time through Putty how to access. But here I'm going to do SSH. SSH space in real time. You guys will not do this. I will show you, but the dashboard looks like this only. Same. See, usually it will ask the username and passport, but this is a lab environment, right? That's the reason it will not ask anything. So as I told you guys, who is the mediator between ESXi and vCenter to establish the connection? What is the name of that mediator name? I'm asking you guys, what is the ESXi agent name?
Agent.
Agent or service we can call. What is ESXi agent name and what is vCenter agent name and what is the a mini vCenter agent name that is called mediator between vCenter and ESXi. I'm asking you guys.
vcxd.
vpxd is the
Mini agent.
These are very
Like
important.
made
These are very important,
like
guys.
mini agent to VC and ESX.
I'm telling you guys, these are very important. Okay. vpxd is a vCenter agent and vpxa is a VC mini agent and hostd is ESXi agent. Don't forget, please. And now to run this command, as I told you earlier, we are going to use max to max 10 commands. Those commands will not change. I will give you those commands. So now what I am going to do, as I told you, the vCenter mini agent, what he will do, he is the guy who used to act as a mediator between vCenter and ESXi. Now I'm going to stop the vpxa agent on ESXi1. See, etc/initiate.p vpxa. I'll see the status first. What is the status? Very simple commands, guys. You guys no need to worry about these commands. Very, very simple. Now it is running. Now the actual expectation is, now I am going to stop this service on the ESXi1. So probably this ESXi1 in the vCenter view, it should go to the disconnected or not responding state. Just check. I just stopped. See the here. This one went to not responding, right? Is that clear? Guys, I'm asking you. It went to the not responding, right? Why? Because I stopped. Now where we are logging in? We are logging into the vCenter. So through vCenter, this ESXi went to the not responding state. Why? Because we stopped the mediator service that is called vpxa. So in real time, automatically this ESXi will go down with this not responding error. At that time, you need to check this status. Okay, you need to check the status and you need to start. In real time, I will tell in depth. You guys don't need to worry. Now you just see the expectation. Now I started. See the status. It's running now, and in some time this error will go down. This error become normal. See, error went right. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah. This is all. And now we have seen the vpxa is not working. If the vpxa is not going to work, what will happen? And now we will see this with the same command. We will check the ESXi agent status. Who is the ESXi agent, guys? Name? Who is the ESXi agent?
Host.
Host D. Host D. So status. See, it is running. So what I'm going to do, I will stop. See what will happen to this ESXi. Again, it went to the not responding state. Right? So probably what we have to do? Start it. See, this error will go in some time. Again, I'm telling guys, VMware is very important. The main point is you have to vanish the dot points with the practice. You have to know if any issue is coming, how to approach, how to fix it. It's very simple.
This
And
ESXi agent will be in a physical or virtual layer, Sanam?
ESXi only. ESXi is a virtual server, right? It is the virtual server of the physical server, right? So see, whatever we are discussing now, everything is on virtual layer. In physical layer, we are going to touch during the ESXi installation and during any one of the ESXi installed hardware failures like RAM failure, CPU failure at that time. I will cover this these topics during the real time sessions somewhere. So as of now, it's clear, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So in training, they will ask you. So can you please explain about the agents, or can you please explain about the ESXi agent name, service name, or can you explain about the vCenter agent name? What are the vCenter agents names in that way? So you have to say very simple. So we have multiple agents. So vCenter have the agent called vpxd. If this agent, this service should run all the time. If the service is stops, probably you can't logging into this vCenter. I will show how to check this vpxd in some time, not now. Okay, now you guys can go and do the practice. So how to do this practice? If you wanted to logging into this, any one of the ESXi, just click on this terminal and here type SSH space root. ఒక్క నిమిషం ఇది చెప్పేస్తాను తర్వాత చూడండి. కాపీ మీరు టైప్ చేయండి. ఇక్కడ ESXi 1 బదులు నేను ఇప్పుడు 2 పెడతా, ఎందుకంటే ఆల్రెడీ ESXi 1 లాగిన్ అయి ఉన్నాం కదా. 2. I will give the screenshot. I will give the photo in our group. So you need to enter this one. YES. See, just it will ask yes or no. You need to type yes. Then you will log into this ESXi 2. The same commands you can practice. Okay. The same thing is documented in our lab also. If you are coming here, see, architecture of the management agents. As I told you, vpxd is a vCenter agent. vpxa is a mini vCenter agent. If you have a 10 ESXis, this vpxa agent will install and it will run on each and every ESXi. So when you will add the ESXi into the vCenter, at the time this vpxa will go and install in every ESXi along with hostd. As I told you, hostd is the ESXi host agent. So how to restart the management agents? We have two ways. The first way, we know we are just clicking F2 and we are going into DCUI bar, right? Where we will configure the ESXi IP, name, gateway, subnet mask. There only you will see the troubleshooting option. You can check this one. So if you click on enter, there you will see this option, restart management agent. So if you press enter, the same thing what we had done in this screen with the command, the same thing will happen here also. In another way, as I told you, putty, we don't have putty since we are logging into this command line through Mac OS terminal. Okay. So there you need to enter the IP address or name and user ID and password. Then you need to run these commands. First, check the command status, then stop and start, or you can see the restart. If you enter this restart also, automatically the agent service name service will stop and start. So you will get that error, not responding, and it will create automatically. You can do this practice. Okay. Is that clear, guys? And here there is no downtime. It's an online activity. While doing this activity, nothing going to impact our infrastructure. Okay. And now someone are asking question. Please let me know.
Someone's
Yep.
lab open చేస్తాను.
Yes.
Samant, what is the difference between the agent and that mini agent? What is
Yeah, I'll tell you. First, I'll clear Masood the doubt, then I'll inform you. Tell me, Masood.
So ఇక్కడ left side, so under the region, so we have EXI server side, so which is you shown not responding, right?
Yeah.
So ఇక్కడ so vpxd stop చేసావు కదా.
vpxd కాదు. vpxd is a vCenter service. We can't do. As I told you,
Okay.
see now
Okay.
we have two ESXis. Assume ESXi1, ESXi2, and you have created and you have deployed new vCenter. So this vCenter don't know these two ESXis. Okay. Now, when you will deploy the vCenter, this vCenter is running with one service, is nothing but agent that is called vpxd. And when you will install the, I hope Soumya, your doubt also is going to cover here. Just have a check.
Okay.
So when you will install the vCenter, at that time this service will start in this vCenter. This is purely dedicated to this vCenter. And when you will install the ESXis, on this ESXi host2d will install in each and every ESXi. Every ESXi having one hostd agent, one hostd service. Okay. And now, so this is the vCenter and this is the new vCenter. So what you have to do, you have to deploy the platform, right? So here you will create a DC. Under DC, you will create a cluster and you will add this ESXi one by one, right? So when you will add this ESXi into this vCenter, so this vCenter is having another mini agent. Like, why we call it as a mini agent, he is the one who will communicate with the ESXis within the infrastructure. If the vCenter wanted to communicate with this ESXi, this mini agent vpxa will take over that communication. If the ESXi wanted to communicate with vCenter, this vpxa will take over that communication and it will pass through. That's why we used to call it vCenter mini agent. Why? Because once you adding this ESXi into the vCenter, at that time this vpxa will install in ESXi only, not on vCenter. The vCenter mini agent service will install and it will start running on the ESXi's, not on the vCenter. That's why we call it as a mini agent. Is that clear, guys? Masood, Soumya, is that clear?
Yes, yes.
Masood, clearer?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a very, very important, subject, guys. As I'm telling.
VC is installed. This vpxd is done later, is it, on VC? So that
Sorry, ma, come again.
once VC is installed, I mean, a setup is ready, VC setup is ready. You told vpxd is a agent, right?
See, now just forget about this all stuff. Now you have new vCenter. You have two ESXi's. Not here, separate. You are unable to see these ESXi's here. Let me take another example. Just before I added this data center, right? Correct? Now you are going to do the same practice. What you will do? You will right click on the vCenter. You will create a new data center like this. And here you will create you will create a new cluster, right? So there, what you will do, you will add ESXi. Which ESXi? ESXi 3. So when you are adding into this vCenter, at that time, vCenter mini agent will install in this ESXi.
Automatically?
Yes. We will not do anything. No manual intervention. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah. Everything is all the infrastructure within the network. So they have the intelligent functionality stating that easily they will communicate as per the requirement. As per the requirements, right? When you will add this ESXi, this ESXi is adding into the vCenter. So probably there should be a communicator between the vCenter and ESXi. So vCenter will throw that vpxa mini agent installer to this ESXi and it will install. And while adding, you can see under the recent task also, the task also you can able to see. That I will show you. Not now. I will show you. Don't worry. So are we good today?
Yes.
Yeah. So very, very important topic. Again, I'm telling, while doing the practice, this is very tricky. Not tricky in the sense this dashboard. Okay. So what you guys have to do. So top, you can see the go full screen option. Just click on it and you will get a very good screen. And if you are getting like this, if you wanted to see the full screen, see under the next to this recent task, arrow mark is there, right? Just click on it. It will go down and you will get a clear idea. Again, I'm telling, this is the actual look of the vCenter if you are going to work in any infrastructure. Only the capacity and number of ESXi will increase. But the overview looks like this. And here you are going to practice and you are going to work with one vCenter. In real time, you may get an opportunity to work on multiple vCenters. It's very simple. At a time, you will not work on multiple vCenters. You will get multiple vCenters support. So wherever the work is there, you will logging into that vCenter and you will work. I will show you that real time how it works and how you will do during the real time sessions. Okay. So we are good, and tomorrow I will cover another topic is called a very, very important topic that is called templates and clones. I will just touch base today. Now, customer is asking you to deploy one of virtual computer. You will create. It's very simple. But if the customer is asking multiple virtual machines at the time, each virtual machine deployment hardly it will take half an hour to 1 hour. So if the customer is asking 30 VMs, 50 VMs at a time, it's very difficult, right? So how to deploy multiple VMs with less time through template and through clone, we will see tomorrow. It's very simple and it's very important. Okay, and these are vCenter features. If you are going to this vCenter, okay, so if I'm logging into this vCenter and if I'm logging into this ESXi2, see, through vCenter, I'm seeing the ESXi2 and these are the VMs. And here, if I'm right clicking on it, I will get a clone and migrate options for this VM. The same ESXi, if I'm logging into this ESXi separately, see the same VM, if I'll right click, I will not get those options. See, right click. Are we getting that option? Clone and template, right? Here we will get. See, I'll just do the same thing for another tiny Linux too. See, clone, right? Clone I got and template also I got. See, tiny Linux. If I'm going to the same VM through standalone ESXi, tiny Linux, I'll not get. That's why the vCenter is very smart and it's very good, very flexible to the administrators to manage and deliver the customer requirements. Okay. So today, this is the class and you guys have the very good stuff to have a look and to do the practice. Please go ahead and just ping me if you guys have any doubt. Just ping me in the group, not one-to-one. Okay. And yeah, if you guys have any doubts, please let me know. Otherwise, yeah, so we can discuss for today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Chalo guys. Karthik, just let me know. We will connect for that. Chalo guys. Thank you.